What were the details of this murder? Giving you a background. Let's take a look now. Now, remember, we're talking about a 16-year-old boy. We're talking about a 10-year-old sister who was a witness to the murder. What exactly happened there? Was it only about the game? Was there much more? Now, here are the details and the timeline of the case about the murder in Lucknow. He's a minor age boy, remember. So what happens there? He shoots from his father's pistol. We are being told that the father had a licensed pistol, but it was loaded, kept in the cupboard that the boy knew about. So when he got really agitated with the mother, he takes out that pistol and shoots the mother dead while they're sleeping. While likely the mother was asleep, and that is what he's told the police in the video statement. Then what happens? He uses a room freshener, keeps the body, the mortal remains of his mother, in a separate room for 2 days. He ensures that the room is perfumed so nobody gets to know it outside while the body is decomposing. What happens then? What about the young sister in the house? She's there, he cooks food, but he also calls over friends, watches a movie, orders food online, and anda curry is what we are told, also cooks food for the sister at home. All of this has happened for the next 2 days. Imagine how disturbed even the young boy was. Now, he's claiming that, of course, when people asked, his father called up and asked, his friends asked, where's the mother? He said she's nearby at a grandmother's house, at an aunt's house. For 2 days, he managed to make a cover-up story and evade all possible questions, only because he thought he will never be caught. Little did he know, of course, that the law will catch up with the 16-year-old eventually. Now, remember, while we talk about the gaming addiction, which there is, it has led to at least 6 killings in the past 2 years across India in different cities. But is it just the gaming addiction, or is there much more that's happening within our families across India, and therefore parents and adults need to be cautious about? Let me now bring you one by one of how you can ensure that your child does not get so disturbed or even addicted to games. For example, let's begin first. If you're a parent, watch this carefully. You need to, as an adult, supervise the content of the games, specifically games, whether it is Call of Duty, PUBG, or similar games, which are the battle royale games, if there is violence, if there's shooting. And all of this, if you think the child is getting addicted, you need to supervise. Which means, how do you then supervise and ensure there's no addiction? Indulge your child or the child in your house with extracurricular activities. Interact with the child. Ensure that he also knows there are several other options to spend time with. But if you realize that this is getting out of control, you maintain a firm consequences as a parent and adult. But as experts who I have spoken to, do not forcefully restrict. Do not take away the phone, break the iPad, because all of this has led to violent repercussions in the past. If you think all of this is going out of control, consult a mental health practitioner, which usually happens in rare cases if you are unable to consult your child. But here's what I would also tell you. Support moderate playing of video games. There's absolutely nothing wrong. We've played it in our teenage years, and even today, remember, there are professional opportunities. There are video gamers who've done very well. So there, with moderate play, there is no problem. You must support it. And eventually, as adults with the children, keep an open communication between the parents and the child. So if there is a concern, if there is a problem, whether it's addiction to visual games or anything else, the child can approach you for the best advice, then approach someone else with a violent advice.